any natural disaster in the United States, whether it's North Carolina or Florida or New Orleans or California wildfires, whatever the situation may be, we get the inevitable. We get the inevitable. We get the inevitable president of the time at the podium letting us know that anyone who was affected, anyone's house who burnt down, anyone who can't get any of their shit back, anyone whose dog died, who had to pack up and leave because of this natural disaster that we probably could have prevented, but natural disaster nonetheless. You can all go, if you can find a library or a computer, if you have a phone still, who knows if it has service or if it works, you know what I mean? Figure it out, get online, go to a website, fill out a form. You're going to get your one-time payment. Biden said it 3 times to make sure you understood that it was a one-time payment of $750.
What are we doing?
So, you can buy water and groceries and get other immediate necessities for you and your family, because when you're in this moment of need, because your entire house with all of your belongings in it no longer exists and just burnt to a crisp down to the ground, the thing that you probably need most is that $750. So get online, get your payments now. I'm pretty sure the floodgates are open for that. So go if you were affected. We should have a link in the description down below for you to acquire any funds if for whatever reason you're seeing this instead of the official announcement or anything else related, because for whatever reason you landed here. So you're welcome. Head on over to that website. If you've been affected by the forest fires, you can get your $750 from Daddy Joe. One more time before he's on his way out.
What are we doing?
Dude, the fire system's so bad. Listen, the fires are so bad in California. The Ukraine is sending help. The fires are so bad that President Zelensky has called upon his own Congress, his own government, to send their firefighters, the Ukrainian firefighters that are over in Ukraine, presumably fighting the war they're supposed to be fighting right now, to help us. The country that we just got done sending another $500 billion bag to is sending us help now. You know it's bad when we get to this point.
Внутрішніх справ України і нашим дипломатам підготувати можливість участі наших рятувальників в боротьбі з пожежами в Каліфорнії. Там дуже важка ситуація, і українці можуть допомогти американцям захистити життя. Зараз це опрацьовується по відповідних каналах. Ми запропонували нашу допомогу американській стороні. 150 наших пожежників вже підготовлені.
And so for those of you, unlike myself, who didn't take Ukraine as a language in high school, I will go ahead now and translate exactly what the President Zelensky just said. So Daddy Z said basically this. Today, I instructed Ukraine's Minister of Internal Affairs and our diplomats to prepare for the possible help and sending of our recruiters in combating the wildfires in California. The situation there is extremely challenging, and Ukrainians can help Americans protect lives.
What are we doing?
This matter is being worked out as we speak, and through appropriate channels, we have offered our assistance to the American side of things. We already have 150 firefighters ready and prepared to send to help fight the fires in California. So listen, hey, listen to me. Hey, what it can't be when the country that we've been sending all of our money to when the wildfires start. When the wildfires started, we sent Ukraine another $500 billion.
What are we doing?
We sent them $500 billion at the end of last year. We sent them $500 billion over the summer. We sent them $500 billion the year before that. We sent them $500 billion 3 months before that. And the United States citizens continuously just have to go through tragedy and natural disaster after natural disaster, receive checks for $750 cash.
What are we doing?
So we've got 150 Ukrainian firefighters ready to go. We've got the Mexican government hilariously sending over firefighters to help us. Of course, we appreciate the help. We need all that we can get. We're releasing prisoners from the prison system to go help fight the fires in California. So essentially everyone but the people who should be fighting the fires and preventing fires in California are there attempting to put out the fires and doing their best to save as many lives as possible. So shout out for all the help from all the countries surrounding. Shout out to our friends in the Ukraine, the prison inmates who are risking their lives putting out the fires. It's an insane situation, as this tragedy just doesn't seem to want to stop.
Erupted overnight in Southern California. This one is called the Auto Fire. It's now at 0% containment. Wind gusts today could reach hurricane force, up to 70 miles an hour. A rare type of red flag wind warning also in effect in LA and Ventura counties until Wednesday because of those winds, threatening more new fire outbreaks, spreading the Palisades and Eaton fires. I spoke to the LA County Fire Chief on Monday. Are you worried that these new winds may undo the progress that you've been able to make?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. If we get a new fire start in a different location, it could be very difficult to contain.
CNN's Michael Yoshida is live for us in Altadena. Michael, good morning. What are you seeing there, and what have we learned overnight?
Hey, good morning, Casey. When you talk about that new fire popping up, just to put in perspective, that's about an hour west of us, but it's the perfect example of that concern that officials have been talking about and why over the last day, throughout the overnight hours, as our team has driven through the Palisades, through Brentwood, here into Altadena, we've seen so many fire crews staging, pre-positioning, trying to be ready for if one of those new sparks, those flare-ups happen so they can quickly get a handle on it. Now, while we have that ongoing concern and threat of those fires and new fires this morning, I'm not sure if you can hear, but we have a lot of work happening here in this Altadena neighborhood. Utility crews, gas companies, others hard at work trying to begin some of that repair work. Obviously, as you can see behind me, this, as we've been talking about, one of those communities that's been just devastated by the Eaton fire. You can see some of the lines as well still hanging down. Just an example of how much work is ahead for
It'll never recover. It'll never recover. It might be impossible for some areas of that state to ever recover.
What are we doing?
And so that's the state of it. And so at the same time, not only are we battling now, of course, with the insurance companies for fire insurance in California, it's a never-ending battle against the healthcare industry, and that's one of the main arguments of the week. We are constantly, as United States Americans, battling with the healthcare and the insurance companies there. We're constantly battling with the federal constitution and how things are run there. When we're federally battling, we're always battling back and forth with insurance companies, whether it comes to our house, our health, our car. They never make it easy for us to live, but we can fund war after war after war after war and send this and do that and do this.